one of the Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, is whenever you need encouragement, think of the virtues of those around you. Generosity in one, kindness in another. And that can be used as a prompt to help you to start with journaling. Hello friends, and welcome to today's episode of this self-awareness journey. On today's episode, we shall be discussing or talking about using journaling as a means to self-awareness. My name is Ms.Kibuthu, and I like to talk about self-awareness and helping people get to be more self-aware. When you're self-aware, in so many ways, it improves the quality of your life. I had no intentions whatsoever to make an episode in pajamas, but it is Saturday morning for me, and I just finished my journaling this morning, and I got inspired to put these episodes together right here and now in pajamas. One of my friends asked me a question like, why journal during self-awareness? And that is what we are going to be talking about. And I just put some few notes right here, and I'll be referring to them from time to time. So we are going to discuss three things today: why journaling, and what techniques you can use, and what are the benefits of journaling as you go along the self-awareness journey. The first question is, why journal? If you have watched one of my other episodes, it's important for you to be able to put your thoughts in order, review them in the future. It also helps in calming you down when you're in a situation where you need to get your thoughts in line. But ultimately, in the self-awareness journey, journaling is important for you to be able to reflect on your thoughts. Take a moment to yourself and refer to those notes in the future to see how you're progressing. So that's precisely why, for me, I think journaling is very important. It is also a method that is highly recommended to many people. Many successful people say, like, even for decision making, journaling really helps. So that is why we need to journal. What techniques can you use as you journal? I like to say, journal, write however you want. Yes, there are techniques out there that have been recommended, like restricting yourself to so many pages every time you journal. But my favorite is gratitude journaling, when you sit down and reflect on things that you are grateful for. And then from there, you can graduate or proceed to a free form sort of journaling, where you can sit at the end of the day or in the morning, like me, and start your day with gratitude. Or if you're doing it in the evening or at night, I prefer to do it last thing before I turn into bed, is 3 things that I'm grateful for that day. Things, people, situations, anything. Then in that case, then you go to bed with a grateful heart, and you start your day with gratitude. It's a very peaceful way of being. Gratitude journaling is one of my favorite techniques. Like I said, you can use free form journaling. That is where you take your journal, your notebook, your notepad, and just sit down and probably prompt yourself with a question like, how am I feeling now? Or how do I feel today? And that will start you off, and you will find that you freely write down your thoughts, your ideas. You will be surprised how many ideas come out of such sessions. And the same for gratitude journaling. Find something that is easier and flows for you and use that. I really don't like encouraging people to get fixated on one form or the other. I would encourage you to use whatever technique or method that works really best for you and that flows easily for you. So I've mentioned 2 techniques, which is the free flow, and the second one is the gratitude journaling. Both of these can lead you to very fulfilling segments of your thoughts. But as you develop the habit, you will find that your journal will be a source of information, will help you in decision making. And Oh, I'm going ahead of myself here. I'm already talking about the benefits of journaling. One of the major benefits of journaling is getting your thoughts in order. Sometimes when you are faced with situations, or when you're considering a situation, you find that your thoughts are all over. So how do you get your thoughts in line? It's by journaling, by putting them down, by using prompts to ask yourself questions on how do I want to feel? How do I want to proceed? You find like you come up with a form of answering your own questions, and you find it easier for you to make decisions, especially important decisions that are not, on the spot, things that you like to think about. Journaling is very helpful. The other benefit is allowing you to remain calm. Many times you will find like you might be in a situation where you are ruffled and you need to calm yourself down, or you don't know how to do that. Going to journaling is one way where you can get yourself, sit yourself down and calm down, and you can use that moment for anything, to write anything that comes to your mind. You can address whatever is making you upset or ruffled or unsettled, or you can choose not to address that situation at all and bring your mind to something that makes you happy, something that makes you grateful, something that brings you joy, and putting that down on pen and paper. The other benefit is regulating your emotions. Most of us do not know how to deal with our emotions. It is interesting to note, like you might think but unless you sit down and ask yourself at a particular point, is what was it that upset me at the moment? This is called identifying your triggers, and journaling is one way that will help you on this journey. When you identify a trigger in any situations, what brought joy, what triggered joy when I was in that with that person, you will see what it was. What triggered me in a negative way so that I reacted. Instead of evaluating the situation, I ended up to being reactive. When you identify those triggers, you will be able to regulate your emotions. Of course, adding to your emotional intelligence, because you'll be able to understand other people and see where they're coming from. And most of the time I find myself not placing judgment because I'm used to doing this over and over. I find myself wondering what has made them react that way. Could it be I have triggered something in them? It actually brings out compassion in you for other people. And if this is something that you desire, then journaling is going to help you along this journey. I would only add at this point is that when you're doing gratitude journaling, a famous quote from one of the Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, is, whenever you need encouragement, think of the virtues of those around you. Generosity in one, kindness in another. And that can be used as a prompt to help you to start with journaling. If, for example, you find that you have a block, a writing block, many times you'll be like, oh, I have nothing to write about. That is one way that you can do. When you start thinking of those around you and their good virtues and qualities, and start with that, and you will find that it leads to sort of a free flow kind of journaling, because then you'll be forced to think about yourself. Take a breath, sit down, and look for the good in you, because we all have good within us. And that is how you start the process, or you continue with the process of self-awareness. So thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you'll find these tips helpful, and you will use them as you get along your journey of self-awareness, and as you get along your journaling moments every day. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share with your friends, and help us grow, and let's help as many people get along this journey of self-awareness. Until next time, bye-bye.